What happens when political fiction starts to become reality? James Bennett, former action star turned popular California governor who returned to acting, stars in a hit streaming drama about seizing political power. When his former chief of staff suggests turning fiction into reality, the line between entertainment and conspiracy disappears. As a viral marketing campaign creates mass confusion, Bennett faces an impossible choice. When unexpected events in Washington coincide with the show's pivotal episode, is it a brilliant promotion or something more sinister? Acting President, 8 episodes of political intrigue where entertainment becomes a dangerous game. Acting President, wherever you get your podcasts.
Calaroga Shark Media.
The superstition surrounding Friday the 13th traces its origins to one of history's most dramatic religious betrayals. A day that would resonate through the centuries and find new meaning under Pope Leo's papacy. On Friday, October 13th, 1307, the powerful Knights Templar faced their doom in what many consider the Catholic Church's darkest political conspiracy. Founded around 1118 as a monastic military order devoted to protecting pilgrims travelling to the Holy Land, the Knights Templar had grown into one of medieval Europe's richest and most influential organisations. This is white smoke. Their wealth came from lavish donations by European monarchs eager to curry favour with these fierce warriors. By the turn of the 14th century, the Templars had established castles, churches and banks throughout Western Europe, but this astonishing prosperity would ultimately lead to their destruction. King Philip IV of France, an avaricious monarch who had already attacked Italian bankers and expelled Jews to confiscate their property, set his sights on Templar wealth. A month before that fateful Friday, secret documents filled with lurid accusations of black magic and scandalous sexual rituals were sent by couriers throughout France. The papers contained charges of heresy, devil worship, spitting on the cross, homosexuality, fraud, and financial corruption. In the early morning hours of Friday, October 13th, more than 600 Templars were arrested, including Grand Master Jacques de Molay and the Order's treasurer. The arrests swept up not only high-ranking warriors, but hundreds of middle-aged men who managed the organization's daily banking and farming operations. These men were kept in isolation, fed meager rations of bread and water, and brutally tortured using medieval techniques like the strappado, where victims were suspended by ropes around their wrists to dislocate their shoulders. Under extreme duress, hundreds of Templars confessed to false charges within weeks, including Grand Master Jacques de Molay himself. Pope Clement V was horrified by these forced confessions, but Philip had anticipated this reaction. The French king ensured his allegations included detailed descriptions of supposed heresy. Counting on salacious accounts to carry weight with the Church, Clement issued a papal bull ordering Western kings to arrest Templars in their lands, though few complied. The fate of French Templars was already sealed. Their lands and money were confiscated and officially transferred to the Hospitallers, though Philip managed to claim some of the coveted wealth for himself. Many Templars recanted their confessions within weeks, and Clement shut down the Inquisition trials in early 1308. The remaining Templars languished in cells for 2 years before Philip had more than 50 burned at the stake in 1310. In 1312, Clement formally dissolved the order without declaring them guilty. In spring 1314, Grandmaster Molay and several other Templars were burned at the stake in Paris, ending their remarkable era and launching the enduring superstition about Friday the 13th. This dark chapter in church history takes on new significance under Pope Leo's papacy. As the first American pope, Leo has shown particular sensitivity to issues of religious persecution and institutional abuse of power. His recent statements defending the sacred right to believe in God carry special weight given the Templar precedent, where political manipulation corrupted religious authority. Pope Leo's emphasis on transparency and his calls for the Church to stand with the marginalized echo across the centuries to those Templars who faced false accusations and brutal persecution. The Pope's insistence that the Church serve as eyes of Peter, building relationships and bridges rather than wielding power for worldly gain, represents a direct repudiation of the forces that destroyed the Knights Templar. Under Pope Leo's leadership, the Church has acknowledged past failures while recommitting to protecting the vulnerable from abuse of authority. The Templar tragedy serves as a powerful reminder of what happens when political ambition corrupts religious mission, a lesson that continues to shape papal diplomacy and church governance today. Mexico has extended a formal invitation to Pope Leo to visit the nation, with the country's leading church official expressing the hopes and enthusiasm of millions of Mexican Catholics for a papal visit. Cardinal Carlos Aguiar Retes, who serves as Archbishop of Mexico City, announced this week that he personally presented the invitation to the Holy Father on behalf of all of Mexico and its Catholic faithful. The Cardinal, one of Mexico's most prominent religious leaders, had the opportunity to speak directly with Pope Leo during the recent papal conclave held in the sacred surroundings of the Sistine Chapel. A visit by Pope Leo would carry its own unique significance, particularly given his status as the first American pope. This background might create special interest in how he addresses relationships between Mexico and the United States, two countries that share complex historical, economic, and cultural connections. Mexican Catholics would likely be particularly interested in Pope Leo's perspective on immigration, social justice, and economic development, issues that affect millions of Mexican families, both within Mexico and in diaspora communities throughout North America.
There's always something brewing behind palace walls, whether it's Prince Harry and Meghan Markle making headlines from afar, or Prince William and Princess Catherine quietly preparing for the future throne. I'm Mark Francis, and on Palace Intrigue, we cover every twist, turn, whisper, and wink. From royal drama to daily gossip, follow Palace Intrigue wherever you get your podcasts.
When the world's most powerful people go to war, we can't look away. Welcome to Feuds, Power, Pride, and Payback, the podcast tracking the explosive conflicts shaping our world right now. Presidential administrations fracturing, tech billionaires threatening government leaders, entertainment titans destroying partnerships with single social media posts. These aren't just headlines. They're windows into how power really works. We deliver daily episodes when news explodes, weekly deep dives for perspective. From Washington power struggles to Silicon Valley vendettas, we decode the psychology behind the drama and reveal why these feuds matter far beyond entertainment. Feuds, Power, Pride, and Payback. Today's conflicts are tomorrow's history. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
You know the silhouette, the squint, the voice that cuts like a blade. Clint Eastwood isn't just a movie star, he's a myth, a mayor, a cultural fault line, and maybe the last great American icon. Eastwood Reloaded tells his story one chapter at a time. The hits, the flops, the chaos between the scenes. Because legends aren't born, they're built. Eastwood Reloaded. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.